Hey everyone. Thank you
Hello.
for coming the last minute from my spontaneous harebrained
Mhm.
idea. I was bored, so this is how I deal with my boredom.
And
Hi,
like I said, you drag
Mary.
us all into it.
Yes, I did drag everybody into it. It's like, hey, I'm bored. I don't care if you are or not, but I am. No. No. We are going to be talking about UFOs, what's going on, paranormal with Jason Hawes. And we're also streaming live on TikTok as well now. So if you see two of Miss Amy here and myself, that's the reason why.
Well, if we're talking to the other camera.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
two of us.
So tonight, of course, we have Amy and I and Nico. We have our spirit sister Colleen, meaning Red. And we have our special friend Laura, who is also my high priestess, one of my best friends, my spirit sister, the very first one I ever had. I can go on, but I won't embarrass her. So,
And then we
Yeah.
have
Over 20 years.
yeah, really.
Yeah.
We're probably a bit more than that, actually. 40,
Yeah.
no, 30, 30, probably
28.
a while
28 years.
since
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
a child.
Yeah.
So
So
long.
yeah, you've been practicing
Yeah.
longer than I have, and I've been practicing for
No.
21 at this point.
Mhm.
So,
48.
Yeah, it's been a
I've been
while.
oh,
practicing.
yeah.
Thank you for everyone who's coming in.
Yeah. So I think the first thing I would like to ask everybody, and we can just chit chat, audience, you can chime in, of course, is the UFOs. Okay. So everybody has listened to the news. Trump
Thank
is
you.
supposed to release all this about UFOs, aliens.
Actually, a lot of it was released today. So
Yeah, it was released today. I saw
yeah,
that,
again.
and I don't know
Oh,
what I feel
find
about
it.
it. I mean, how does everybody else feel about it?
I think it's good that it's finally released to the public and the public can see it and have their own opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't
I
know.
don't think we're going to get a lot of surprises.
I don't think so either. I really don't. I think it's just, it's trying to take away from stuff that he's into, but we won't get into politics or anything.
No.
But yeah, I saw a video this morning and it's like, okay, I've seen better before, so
I feel like the
I
pictures
want
and like the
proof.
content, like for pictures and videos, they're not the greatest. But I feel like
Yeah.
The pictures really aren't. I'm looking at it right now, and
but the other evidence is really good, and I think it's really like intriguing, and it's good for it to be released to everyone and for everybody to have the facts.
Yeah.
Well, I know this. I think Stephen Greer, he's the top ufologist. I think it was him that's releasing Day of Disclosure.
Are we going to be doing another like UFO like panel and alien panel and like I think we should.
I'm working on it.
Asking me about it, and I think it'd be really interesting. I'm co-hosting with my mother and also streaming on YouTube for everybody who just came in.
So, I talked to Nick Pope before he passed away. May he rest in peace. We had something that was going to get set up, and then unfortunately, the big C took over his life, and he had to cancel out on us. Well, in our conversation, I should say, it wasn't really set yet. And I wish that, of course, I wish nobody would die. No, but
alive.
Yeah. And it happens. Now there was another UFOologist that passed away too. I can't think of his name. David.
Okay, so because I've
yes.
You know
what was his name?
This is a Blue Book, the Project Blue Book.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I learned that.
Well, you heard that too, sis, about David?
Yeah. It was David, wasn't it? It's David Wilcock.
Yeah.
David Wilcock. He unfortunately, I think he committed suicide, didn't he?
Yeah, he unlived himself, yes.
Yeah. He's only 52 years old.
I know. And I have heard from the grapevine from other UFO groups or MI UFO groups that it was kind of suspicious, they think.
Oh.
don't really know yet. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, it's terrible no matter what. But I
I don't
just
know a lot about UFOs and all that. That's
yeah,
not my thing.
I just know I like them. I have encounters with them.
Well, I think it's like
So
important for us to be aware of it because a lot more information
Right.
is coming
I
out.
just want to ask them who they think is God.
you know
That's what I
what
would. That would
that
be my number
same
one question.
yeah,
If they
same
believe
here.
in a God.
That's
Same
actually an
here.
excellent question. You know, I wonder if we should try to have Karen on from
Karen
the
Hill,
Karen
yeah,
Hill has
from
been on, she's been on a
Tucson
couple of
Mufu,
times.
Mufu
Yeah,
or whatever it was called.
she said she would
Tucson
come on
Mufu.
again though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, I've talked to Karen probably once every 2
I
months
think
or
in
so.
June we should have another alien panel
We should.
because
Pretty
people
well.
really
Mhm.
enjoyed it.
As the Nephilim or the Anunnaki.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Anunnaki, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, so how about Jason Hawes? He actually, I think, won the case
Yes.
of the Conjuring House.
Yes, he
Yay
did.
for Jason.
To proceed, yeah.
Yes.
And he's gonna be purchasing it, right?
Yeah. He's
Well,
gonna be,
yeah. There's a whole thing where he's contributing money and the community, the
Mhm.
Yeah, he
Jason
has like a
Hawes Habs
GoFundMe from it.
community is
Yeah.
through a GoFundMe page. So yeah, between all of that, it should be all set.
Yeah, so being that the court, you know, basically they
Mhm.
approved for him to proceed with the sale. So it's just a matter of the fine print now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what happened is that the lady who owned it, her sister,
Yeah.
who she
Mhm.
had not been in contact with in forever, when she got committed, the sister walked in and said, "No, we own it."
Mm-hmm.
After everything was already going through for
Mhm.
Jason Hawes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a lot of rumors happened. It was a lot of gossiping. It was bad. But
Yeah.
Jason
Yeah.
won.
It was terrible.
Yes. I'm just glad that it's over, that he's getting it.
Yes.
I know the neighbors, I read an article the other day about the neighbors was happy that he got it.
Yep.
So that kind of makes it really nice when your
a lot of
neighbors
people
are wanting you to
also
get it.
in like the paranormal community is like really excited about him
Yeah.
owning it because we know that he's going to come in there respectful.
Yeah.
He's going to be extreme. Well, he's going to be honest and true. He
Yeah.
has in every
Right.
place he's ever investigated, to the
Mhm.
point that A&E and Travel Channel wanted more glamour, wanted more spook,
Mhm.
and he was like, "But
Well,
that's
they
not what
wanted to have
happens." Exactly.
no.
He's
And
very honest.
I, as a paranormal investigator, I appreciate that because, you know, in reality, when you do a paranormal investigation and you film it,
Yep.
you might have to be there 4 or 5 hours in order to get like maybe even 10 minutes worth of video.
Oh yeah.
So
I learned
So for
a lot
those-
when I worked for Jason. I learned a lot. But I was already doing investigations on my own because the places that I lived and whatnot, Chrissy, when you and I met, where I lived and whatnot.
Mhm.
But I used to do house clearings and stuff. But Jason really brought it to the forefront that two plumbers, Jason and Grant,
Yeah.
would walk
Mhm.
into a place and just show really what was going on. And a lot of times they debunked it. It was the pipes, or it was the heating system, or there was a leak, or there were animals in the wall. And that's important. That's important.
Welcome
But
in.
that's the reality of what really happens in
Exactly.
paranormal investigations.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I went on a paranormal investigation where it literally was, and Chrissy knows this one because of the fact that I posted it. And it was about the fact that the ex-husband would come over to the house.
Yeah.
He's amped up on alcohol, starts fighting with the ex-wife. The kids witnessed it. The roommate was witnessing it. The dog was witnessing it. And the next thing you know, she's like, there's something in my house. And it's like, no. And I walked in because I'm a medium and I'm like, there's not a single soul in this house other than maybe some family members attached to the kids or to the mother. But that's not the one that's causing any problems in here. I'm like, this is a negative manifestation that you've just given energy to create this, entity now in your house. And so
that's, there are so few demonic possessions of a house or a haunting of a house. I mean, it literally is so few. Most of
Right.
them are intelligent hauntings, where they just want to know what's going on. They don't understand what's going on. You know, if you die suddenly, to you, it's always going to be the year you died, right?
Right. Exactly.
Mhm.
So you see these people in your house when the realms come together and you can cross into it. What do you think?
Yeah, you're like, what
And
the hell? Why are you in my house?
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's probably about 80% of what I get when I do
Oh,
go into
yeah.
residential investigations.
Mhm.
You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
because the entity would be mad because, oh, you tore those cabinets down. I built those with my bare hands.
Yeah.
I have
Mhm.
tried for those. I've encountered that with an
Yep.
entity that was mad because they remodeled the kitchen. And he's like, but those cabinets were my love, sweat, and tears, you know?
Yep.
So
Well,
yeah.
my house was built back in the 1800s, as Chrissy can tell you. And there's a lot of history to this house within the town that I live in. And it has one ghost. It did have several, but
Mhm.
now it only has one. And I call him Bob. I don't know what his name is, but I call him Bob.
The ghost. I love
And
that.
met him the first day I walked in here, and he was by my mantle, by my fireplace. And every once in a while he shows up, not all the time, but every once in a while he'll open up cabinet doors. But if we're like repainting or doing any type of difference to the house, he has an opinion.
Yep.
And to me, he was the first owner. So
Mhm.
I listened to his opinion. And we go from there.
I have
I
one
would
too.
never get rid of him.
Yeah, I'm the second owner of my house, but my house is not that old. It's only about 50 some years old, but
My house.
It's
she
old.
will, yeah. But she never liked my ex-husband. And when my ex-husband would do stuff in the house, she would get really upset. And she would really show how upset she was by like banging chairs or knocking on walls, like hard knocks. So it's funny. As soon as he left, she was very happy.
Yep. Yep.
I have a house. I live in a house that was built in 1895, and I have a
I
few
love
ghosts here.
Yeah.
I have two old men. One that's kind of malicious,
The
but he
old
doesn't
lady.
attack anybody. I just call him the lurker. Then we have an older man who's not that bad, and then we have an old lady that's very protective. He'll hit you in the head.
Yeah.
The kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah, the kitchen's her territory.
Yep, that's her.
But the old man has really heavy like footsteps, so sometimes you'll hear it, or sometimes you'll see him looking out the
At the window.
out the window
Yeah.
when you're in the dark.
Well, we don't see Bob
You
much
can hear him go
anymore.
upstairs. Yeah, he would go
Oh.
upstairs, go
Mhm.
down the stairs.
Yeah.
He tries to be quiet because he like tiptoes, it seems like.
Or one time I
Oh.
had him like right here in my face when I was asleep, and I woke up and it like scared the shit out of him, and he ran out of my room. That was pretty good.
We did have one malevolent ghost here. I think, Chrissy, I told you this story
Mhm.
about Becca's wedding.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
my youngest daughter was getting married, and she called me up, and she goes, "Mom, I want Nana's ashes with me when I get married." And like, okay. Now, previous to this, we had Becca's picture would fall off the wall, no matter where it was hung, and go down the stairs. Literally, no matter where it was hung. We would find it broken at the bottom of the stairs. This happened for years, and it was getting louder and louder and louder. So Becca calls and she goes, "Mom, I want Nana's ashes with me when I get married." I'm like, "Okay, where are they?" She goes, "Oh, they're up in the attic in Tyler's box." Tyler was my Afghan hound that I had cremated, and Nana was my ex-mother-in-law. Can understand why she'd be a little upset that she was still here in my house
In the attic.
in the attic when we were never married here, him and I. So I was like, "Oh, you've got to be kidding me, Becca." So I found the ashes. They were in the box. I give them to her, and nothing has ever happened since.
That's good. Maybe she just needed that closure.
Oh no, she was
Probably.
angry. I know.
No, she was
Carol.
angry that she was up in
I
the
would
attic
be
in a
angry
box.
too if the ashes were in the attic. I'd be like, come on, guys. You
Well,
forgot
yeah.
about me?
She
Maybe
never
she
even
didn't
liked
Like,
my
what the heck?
Afghan hound.
You don't reckon with the spirit, you know?
That's true. That's true. You don't.
Yeah.
Hi, Dante.
That's like that.
So,
That's like
so
that
everybody in the audience,
one
hello.
case that I was telling you about.
Hi, Dante.
That's like I was telling you, Chrissy, about that one, that one client that was in Tucson where they kept saying it was a demon. And I'm like, it's a man who's 80 some years old who is very pissed off. I'm like, and then when they actually contacted me, I told him, I'm like, well, his ashes weren't spread in the right spots. I said, what part of his ashes was spread in the right spot, but where's the second set of ashes where they were supposed to be, put? And it turns out that they were supposed to send it to Cleveland to the gentleman's sister, and he was going to spread the ashes, or she's going to spread the ashes, in a playground that they had played in before. And so, but it was wild because they decided not to do it for one reason or another, and they took the ashes and put them in the vegetable garden in the backyard. And he was upset. And so I could totally see that, because it's like, you know what? I told you I wanted my ashes spread here and here, and then you only did half of the job, the half-assed job. So you know what? He was like growling and he was pissed to get their attention. So finally I said, you just need to get some dirt and mail it to the sister, and then he'll be happy,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Okay,
Not every haunting is a residual haunting.
I'm on YouTube too right now, so you hear
Right.
my co-host talk.
Amy.
She's talking on you. She's talking on
Well,
TikTok
everybody's
too.
asking questions on here
So-
too, and they're like, "What's those voices?"
Well,
Yeah.
well, let's get some of the questions
Where
here.
are
Who
the
has
ghosts?
questions?
There's no questions.
We're the
but
ghosts
here's-
on the walls.
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat your cereal out of your
my
cupboard.
house was real haunted, y'all.
Where is
So-
I
this?
mean, I do
Prepared.
be in people's walls though.
Yeah. That's true. So if you guys have any questions, we have a podcast coming up on the 11th for the Ouija board.
Well, we just tell everybody
Yeah.
on the
Ouija.
11th, we have Sunshine Richsky, who is a pagan recovery
Mhm.
counselor. She helps pagans to recover from, tragedies, addiction, and everything. So she'll
'Cause-
be coming on at 3 p.m.
Yeah,
Central
and
Time.
That's really important because May is Mental Health Awareness
Yes,
Month too.
May
so,
is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Hi, Johnny.
Um,
And then we also have a Ouija board panel
Yep.
coming on.
It's going to be
So-
on the same day, but it's going to be at
Mhm.
7 p.m. Central Time. So we have Jonathan from Salem, Massachusetts, that owns the Ouija Board Museum.
I call him John.
We have Rick and
Ouija.
Calvin, Karen Dahlman,
Mm-hmm.
who belongs to the Ouija Board Society,
Mhm.
I think in California. So they're pretty much experts. They've been doing this for all
I'm
their
so
lives.
excited for it though. Like,
I know.
And I hope they teach people how to say it correctly.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
it's
she
weed.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, she did,
It's
yeah.
not Ouija.
Karen
It's
does.
weed from the word
Sure,
yes
you
in
do.
France, and
Yes.
ja from the word yes in German. So it's Ouija.
Yeah. Yeah, Ouija. Yeah. She
Ouija,
Karen
yeah.
actually said that. This is the second time coming on. And she actually mentioned that, the proper name on how
Good.
you said it and everything. And we do have some questions of our own that we put out there to within the cauldron, and some of my students that we will be asking as well. So we're kind of excited about that. And then on Tuesday, we have a paranormal team from Iowa
mhm.
so it's in our neck of woods that will be coming on.
Yeah.
And pretty excited about that. So it's going to be an exciting.
Did you tell them about
week.
the Satanists?
Thomas from the Satanic Temple
Oh.
will be coming on the 19th.
Yeah,
You knew I was going to do that.
guys, he's like, okay, I don't know if he's watching,
So-
but he's. I think you
Amy
guys
has a
know.
little crush on him.
Mom, don't say that publicly.
Okay.
No, no, no. If we're gonna air it out,
He's
Jay
so
Cricker's be fine
handsome.
as hell.
I'll say it. I'm married. He's handsome.
Yeah,
He is a
yeah.
handsome man.
Definitely.
He's very handsome. Beautiful, beautiful
Yes.
blue eyes. I mean,
Oh yes, those eyes
it's
are
going to be
killer.
hard to talk to him without going.
I am
"Oh."
I'm so glad I'm muted right now on TikTok.
So, okay, enough about Thomas.
I was muted. I'm here.
But then on the Richie side, we have Alexian, who's a pagan musician, along with
Mhm.
another pagan musician, Maren King,
Yeah.
who will be
Maren.
coming on to talk about when music becomes magic.
Mhm.
So that would be interesting because a lot of people doesn't really acknowledge about the music, how magical it can be,
Mhm.
and
Uh-oh, we lost her.
she'll probably be back. And I know with Laura, she she's a big musician herself. She used to
Mhm.
sing in bands and everything.
Yeah.
So she, that'd be a podcast that she would just love to listen to. That's for sure. And then that night we have a satanic temple.
Well, I like him a lot too because he
Yeah.
also was on the panel for the UFOs.
Yeah.
And he's really him and I clicked.
Yeah.
He wanted to kidnap me and adopt me as a child, which I was
Yeah.
game for. Please adopt me. Take me.
Everybody wants to adopt her. So, but it's going
fine.
to cost you money if you want to adopt her. I say so because I'm the mother. So,
Well, like what my ex-husband used to say, you can have her, but there's a fee attached to it, and the fee goes to me, not to her.
Yeah.
that is for sure. That is for sure. Yes.
It's okay, Amy. I'll take you. You can come here.
Please. Well,
Oh, we're
Bobcat
just
said she would adopt me too.
What's that?
I'll
said that?
adopt you.
Yeah. So I'm up for adoption. Whoever wants me.
You have to go through me.
No, they don't.
Yes, I is bitter. I gave birth to you. 4
Starting
hours. of
price
labor.
is 7 goats.
Oh,
What some women go through.
Yeah, I was
True.
really lucky. 4 hours for each of my kid. I was
Mhm.
very, very blessed. That's for sure.
that's not too bad, yeah.
No,
but still.
not too bad.
She's
4
a
hours is too it's too long.
Yes. Okay, so let's go to the audience. Dante. Let's see here. Can't wait for the A Conjure main panel. Oh, hey, yes. And then the Ouija board, yes.
Ouija.
Ouija, yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, but me and Amy are a package deal. No.
Dante is. Dante's my son. It's fine.
Oh, he's your son.
We don't talk
I
about
thought that
it.
was Chrissy's son. And
I was gonna say.
his brother's son.
I also have a wife named Alex.
A wife? Oh.
Yeah. We're gonna have a
Well,
Twilight.
I don't know. I mean, now I got to really think about this. Amy, if Dante's coming along, you got to tell me what's the benefit of having Dante now too.
Oh, Dante's a 6'4" contra man.
Oh, okay. All right, come on over.
Also a sabbatical witch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dante's amazing.
Okay, so moving on. So what is going on in the Richie universe, everybody? Have you heard anything that's going on?
Be quiet on that.
I mean, I've been off in my own little corner writing for the most part. I've been working on my blog and writing atrocities in Latin folk terms.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
They're fun. Oh yeah, I've gotten some fun healing charms, some counters, words, and just a lot of. I've been studying both the 3 books of Agrippa and then historic folk measures, and then translating them into Latin, so that I can make physical talismans.
Cool. Very cool. So
Oh,
my
There we go.
okay. I haven't heard anything. Just the normal, pagan festivals are coming about.
And
Community
we just
seems
did
like
Beltane. Hmm.
yep. Community sounds like it's it's
Yeah,
doing
but the
good.
first.
There's a lot of pagan markets that have started in New England,
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
something that has really sprouted this last
Mhm.
year. They're everywhere. Gonna
Oh yeah.
Hey, stop.
I know when we did pagan events. I mean, it was busy. I mean, we gave us up, from November to probably March off, and then we started up planning it and
Mhm.
everything. Actually, we kind of planned ahead of time, like a whole year, but it takes a lot because it takes insurance.
Mhm.
The location, the date, if you're going to have guests,
Yeah.
talk to the guests, plane tickets, fundraisers.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
gonna
can
be a
get
lot.
some, yeah, it would be a lot.
Yeah, I bet it would.
Yeah. So for anybody who does go to a pagan event, just remember, be kind, be respectful, because the organizers, it takes a lot of their time.
Yeah, it takes a
talent,
lot for
and
everyone.
sometimes some money they don't even get. They had to do it their own
Mhm.
pockets as well.
I was just going to say it's probably out of their own pocket in a lot of cases as well. So yeah.
Well, we did guests, and yeah, it was out of our own pockets, but we did the guests because we wanted to bring something to the community, to
Yeah, we
something
did.
that they would never dream of.
Mhm.
Right.
I know we had some guests. A lot of people like, oh my God, this is my favorite author. I'm glad that he or she's here, and it's just like they want. I'm echoing. There we go. Okay, so it's like there are like, thank you so much. How did you pull this off? You must know a lot of people. That is not the case. Anybody can ask somebody to come on a podcast, to come to an event.
It's true.
You
All you have
have
to do is communicate and ask people
and get out of the
and,
box. Yes.
advertise everything.
Yeah.
So
Get
it's not
out
hard.
of that box, and just when you get out of the box, you just go forward. Don't look back.
Yeah.
You just
Look
ask.
straight ahead.
Right. If they say no, they say no. Go on to the next one.
Right.
So it's really easy. It's just the price. Of course you got, okay, can I budget this in or not? But it's easy. Do I
I've
miss
got to get myself into teaching on social media.
Well, you can.
Everybody keeps asking me to do it, and I don't know how. I've always taught in person, or I've taught online.
Yeah.
As Chrissy, that's how Chrissy and I met.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always been a small group. I don't ever charge. So trying to get this going, I don't know. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. But
I'm sure Nico can help you out.
Well, me and Nico
on
could
that.
both help her
Yeah.
out because it's not that
Yeah.
hard. It's not that complicated.
Right.
okay.
Like I told Colleen, if she ever got a TikTok, I got her.
Yeah.
So,
If I can just get into it on my phone, I'll be golden. I can get onto it on my computer, but I can't get on it on my phone.
Also, Colleen, we could co-host with Nico, and we could just do it all together too. So you wouldn't be alone and talking to the audience by yourself. So.
Yeah.
But there's
that's
so
cool.
many
I did a pretty
teachers
good-
out there that are not teaching correctly.
Exactly.
And I don't mean that
Very
as
true.
far as just my
Oh no,
opinion.
I've seen
I mean,
TikTok.
they're out there teaching stuff
Yeah.
that is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to stop.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I think that's the reason why I don't go on TikTok a lot, because
Yeah.
I see so many that I'm just like, that's not correct.
So
Oh,
the
my
only way
God.
you're going to fix that is by going on and speaking your own truth.
I know, but then
So-
I don't like going on by myself because I don't like talking by myself.
We do this every day on the
So-
podcast, so you just have to get
You mean
over
on
it.
the TikTok?
Well, we used to do it on
On this
TikTok.
too?
We do it on the podcast too.
Yeah.
So
True.
I
Very-
just
she
get
has
so
me,
impassioned
but I
about
have
it.
her.
You know, I go on TikTok
yeah,
and
she's not alone. I don't
I see
know
a
what's
few
going on with
things and I just get so upset I get off.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh, I have a mantra. It's not my practice. It's not my tradition. That's not my student. It's not my problem. And I
I
scroll
know, but I
forward.
hate the disinformation
I
because
know.
there's so
That's
many
why.
people that are getting into it that are getting the wrong idea
Mhm.
and
I
it
have.
well, a lot of
hurts
people
us.
get into it because they think
That's
it's
what
a
my whole
trend.
channel is I'm
So,
teaching
Yeah.
people actual witchcraft out of
Yeah.
historic witchcraft and tradcraft.
Yeah.
And so a lot of my content is literally, here's a grimoire page that you can download and print out.
Yeah.
Go do this actual spell. And or it's me on live doing spell like community spells. I did a money spell last month, and then I had people in the live. One lady got the house she wanted, like 3 people got jobs. Another dude found $100 on the sidewalk. Now my
Yeah.
spirits won't pay me, but they will give everybody else money. They'll make
Yeah.
sure I'm fed. So there's a balance there. Like
yeah.
there's areas that they force me to be selfless in, because they know that if they would let me run their pockets, that I'd be hitting that lottery.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think, you know, and then when I see somebody doing something wrong on TikTok, misinformation. You know, I'm not saying not
But
everybody's
it's not
out
our
there.
job to dictate
No,
their
it's not.
witchcraft.
That's
Well, I'm
why
not
I
saying
just
everybody's
don't-
out there doing it either.
Yeah.
I've just seen so much of it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I just
I use
it's
Miss
hard for
Teacher
me to hold my
lessons.
tongue sometimes. So I just
I'll grab a video
myself out.
Yeah.
and then I will
Or you-
share it to my students, and we'll have a discussion on what's wrong with this.
Yeah.
And like, okay, can you tell me where the red flag is, or
Yeah.
what are they doing wrong?
I just
like,
try to rage bait the students a little bit.
See, I
and it
just
also helps them spot it so that they
And
can
you get
learn.
and you get so many people out there that are so new to the craft.
mm-hmm.
You know, you're talking 2 years. Excuse me, why should I learn from you?
Right.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mean to put them down. They need to keep learning, but don't stand there and say that you can teach it
Right.
and come across as some guru. And that's what they do. And
My favorite's that I've read one book on witchcraft, and I'm now a master and an expert in the
Yes.
entirety of witchcraft.
Nico, I am
Yeah.
a master. Okay, I have read one book.
But what Chris and I we have a pet peeve about is somebody who just like, okay, they've been studying for a year
Mhm.
and they want their degrees. They don't want their first degree, they want their first, second, third, you know, whatever. They want to be the high priestess or priest, you know. And it's like, I am so sorry, honey, but it takes
Mhm.
a little bit longer than just a year or two
Yeah.
to become
Yeah.
priest and priestess. And I know anybody out there can hate me for this, you know,
Yeah.
it's because I've been in the craft for so many years. Laura's been in the craft for so many years.
They're set in their ways.
Yeah. I
we
guess
are.
we're
But
old brew.
it's also the fact, you know, and I tell people this. If you
Not
need an
everybody's meant to be.
appendectomy, are you going to go to somebody that's a first-year med student
Mhm.
Right.
and think that you're going to get the procedure done correctly?
Right.
Mhm.
You know,
I
so
have-
I just that's what I say. But all right,
Well, it's like being red. Now, I'm sure you know where we're coming from on the high priest and priestess,
See, I
because
have a hair that
being a,
I like that.
a medium, you probably experience a lot of
Yeah.
people. Oh, I've been doing this for a year now. I'm a medium. I know
Mhm.
what's going on. How do you feel when somebody is like that? And you
Yes.
just like, no.
Oh,
honey."
I absolutely hate it. You know, I mean, everybody wants to be a medium,
Look like a weird.
and and they have the slightest bit of intuition or the slightest bit of sensitivity, and the next thing you know, they're a medium, and supposedly they're talking to the dead. I think I told you about that woman that was in Clifton. That just I
Mhm.
couldn't believe that. It just blew my mind. So Laura, I went to Clifton, Arizona for an investigation.
Oh,
So the apothecary, they summoned something that's not good. She didn't do it. It was one of her boarders that lived in one of the upstairs rooms. But so needless to say, she was living with this entity that was very malicious. And so I was invited to come back. I got to see the entity at night, and I wanted to see what happened during the day. So I went to the daytime to see what it looked, to see if it was there. And the owner's like, "Oh yeah, come on over. My girlfriend's a medium. She'd love to meet you." I'm like, "Cool. Love meeting, and collaborating with other mediums." I show up. She's no medium. She's not a medium at all. She literally, we go upstairs and she's got equipment. So she's a paranormal investigator.
Yeah.
And I actually have a little bit of equipment, not a lot, because I am the equipment,
Thank you for saying that.
So I usually don't show up with equipment. It's me. Anyway, so she's got equipment. She had an a spirit box. So she had the spirit box on the bed in one of the rooms upstairs. And we're standing there. My husband's with me and he's kind of looking around, and he's looking at me and she's saying, now she's talking to invisible people. Like there aren't anybody there. There wasn't a single entity there. And she's talking to them like, what do you mean? You don't like medium right being here? What do you mean? She she's a nice person. And I'm like, I'm out of here. My husband looked at me and I looked at him. He goes, and I went, there's not a single soul in the building other than the four of us.
My first red flag would be the fact that they were going to the negative first. That's my first red flag.
Right, exactly. And we actually
there's a lot of people online that have shows and stuff that do that. And it's really annoying.
On one of our on one of the teams that I consult with locally, we did have a medium. Let me do that air quote medium on the team when I was brought onto the team, and literally you could take us to the same exact location at the same time, and I will pick up that this and this is happening, and then on the other end of it, she's picking up on all the negative stuff, and I'm like,
it's funny.
She's like, the kids are smashed against, the babies are smashed against the wall and they're crying, and I'm like, no, they're not. They're running around playing hide and seek, and they're really intrigued by us standing here. I mean, it's completely bonkers how it's. Why do you go to the negative? Because it's not negative. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like when we went to the Lizzie Borden house 2 years ago, and somebody was claiming they were a medium, which it's like, okay, because I don't know them. Maybe they really are.
Right.
I know. She's like, okay, I want to go under, and she's like, 1, 2, 3, and she snaps her fingers, and then she's.
Are you talking about the trance?
Yeah. And then she was saying, oh, this spirit is saying this spirit is saying that, and then she goes 1, 2, 3, and she snaps her finger, and she's out of it, and I'm just like, okay.
Are you talking about the Lizzie Borden house?
Yes. And then she we had a spirit box there, and she told the tourist that was with her group,
the tour guide,
and she goes, they touch my leg, and plain as day in the spirit box somebody said, we did not touch your leg.
40 watts.
We did not say that.
Payback.
I mean, I had to
Words called her out.
I believe that too, that different people have different methods.
And my son Jay was there with his wife, and he's just like, Mom, you should do something. I'm like, I'm not touching it. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to claim.
Well, other people
being
have
a medium.
different methods, and also, but if the spirit through the ghost box is telling you, hey, this girl is lying, then they're probably lying.
Yeah, it was just so funny. And
they'll call you out.
They will.
Call you out.
They will.
Yeah, I believe in the ghost box a lot better than the Ovilus.
Yeah.
The reason for the Ovilus is because it's got such a small database
Right.
for words that spirits can't, really communicate what they want. Because you got to remember, most of the ghosts you're talking to are from a long time ago.
Right.
Yeah.
The English language isn't device. It isn't, machine. There's a lot of stuff they don't know. So
well, and I have found that when you go into, we've got a building that we're investigating in Tombstone. It's the very first 1879 tent saloon. And
Right.
when you go into that building and you try to communicate with, there's a cowboy, and then there is a gentleman that came in and was stealing all the cattle and stuff like that, and they had a shootout. When you talk to them and try to put like a portal in front of them or a spirit box or things like that, they look at you like you're in the headlights.
Yeah.
Totally. Like, I don't know what this device is, and I'm not sure I know how to.
Exactly.
And they actually kind of stand away from it because they think it's something like we would think space age.
Right.
You know?
They don't even know the word device.
No.
You would have
Yeah.
to say a box, or
Right.
bring
Yeah.
it down a little.
Well, I've had spirits tell me that the thing's witchcraft, and then proceed to call me an unwashed homeless person.
I've
And I
had
was like,
spirits,
this is rude.
I've
Like,
had spirits insult me,
They're honest.
attacked me,
Yeah,
almost
exactly.
had my hair pulled.
I had quite the beard at the time. So, like, I understand, but also, like, it's 3 a.m., I'm in a cemetery, like, mind your business. Like,
Exactly. Like they shouldn't be like attacking us.
Yeah.
When we're just minding
not
our
the worst I've been called by a spirit, but those were some funny ones.
own.
We got some comments here. Let's see. I'm getting my first recap
Oh.
tomorrow. It should arrive by post. I know you are. I'm so excited for you.
Who is?
Yeah.
Person here. I'll
Okay.
tell you later. Okay. Dante is saying witches are forever scholars. If you
Mhm.
stop learning, you're not doing witchcraft right.
That's
You
my
should always-
Absolutely.
advice.
110%.
your growth.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's a lifetime. It's a
And
lifetime.
that's why I try to follow up on, mentorships and things like that with, being educated by mediums, because I feel like I'm constantly learning new techniques and things like that too. So I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
then I also find it interesting how many people envy those who have the sight. I already feel them. I don't want to see them too.
Okay,
Well,
so
that's why I always say
I
a
have a
curse and a blessing at the same time.
Has any
Yeah,
of us ever
there's-
done black magic? That was a question from TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Hi. I do baneful work all the time. People pay me to curse their exes.
Love it.
I
Nobody knows where I'm
require
going
a
with
6-page
this.
essay on why you want me to curse them, and then you sign a contract saying if you've deceived me in any way, that your life will fall apart instead for lying to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Laura and I is probably on the same page here because, of course, her being my first teacher and everything, I was taught by the best. So,
Oh,
I love you.
I love you too.
I wouldn't really call it black magic. I would call it justice spells. That's what
Yes.
I always call it. I have done justice spells. My husband and I both have. It's just the wording that
Exactly.
you know.
It depends on your morality, because like what's justice for somebody is vengeance for somebody else, and
Mhm.
like some people only do return work, and then other people will pull the rug out from under them and fuck their whole day up.
Yep. But a lot of times the
What
word
would you
black magic,
do?
it was actually created because it was damning African Americans,
Yes,
is
yes.
what it was doing. And
Okay,
particularly
if
in the
it's
US.
black magic, it's
Mm.
not good.
Right.
Type thing.
Yeah,
So I have
particularly in
another
the
That's why I
US.
don't use it.
I have another question for you. I have another question for you guys. What would be the difference between shadow magic and justice magic?
Mm.
They mean like truly baneful magic and like justice work.
Yeah.
I'm
assuming.
assuming because it's on
Okay.
TikTok, so
Shadow magic
Uh,
doesn't always damn the shadow.
yeah.
Okay.
Some might be.
Whereas justice magic, you're aiming it towards one person specifically. With shadow magic, that's not always the case.
Mhm.
And once again, it's bringing up what people consider a darker side. See, I don't look at magic as black and white, good and bad, whatever, because I consider myself pagan, not Wiccan.
Mhm.
I walk as far as what's good for me and justice for me. You see what I'm saying? That
Mhm.
doesn't necessarily mean it's bad.
Right.
If somebody has hurt me on my property, I'm going to bind my property and cleanse my property, so therefore they can't do that again. A lot of people would consider that black magic, and it's not.
Yeah.
So
Hi, Murphy.
that's
I
why
might
I
be
don't
the
call it that.
extremist in this case. We'll get to
Well,
that.
I don't consider black magic either.
I don't think there's anything wrong with defending yourself, especially in the magical world, because not everybody's gonna have the best intention for you. So.
Yeah, my morality sits very much centered in tradcraft, where my witchcraft system is neutral, and that if I won't be the first one to cast a stone, but I will be the last. And I will hit you twice as hard as you tried to hit me.
Exactly.
But
I like that. I like you saying that it's neutral. I like that.
Because the spirits don't really give a fuck. You can befriend them, you can be nice to them, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do about it.
Right.
Like you can plead to them all you want, but at the end of the day, that's a conscious being.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna do whatever the fuck it want to do about it. You can come to them crying, and you better hope they like you.
Yeah.
And it's not just spirits; it's the movement of energy.
Yeah, the universe.
Exactly.
Like
I'm
there's counters to you have entropy and chaos just as much as you have like growth and love.
Yeah.
Essentially, and then without chaos, there is no movement in the universe, and if there's no movement, it rots.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. How does everybody feel about their path? I mean, I know I'm very passionate about it. I'm very emotional about it. When I have issues, I have a little goddess figurine that I hold as a teddy bear, and I put all my emotions into that little statue.
Remember, if you're not following me,
because
follow me.
To me, it's like the goddess is taking it away. She's helping it. She's, she's gonna make it better, and she does. She does make it better.
Yeah. Yep.
But
Absolutely.
how does everybody else work with their path? I mean, how they feel about their path when they get too emotional or stress out or frustrated?
Meditate.
Yeah.
I meditate.
Is that I have to wait 3 days. So if I want to do witchcraft about something, I have to wait 3 days. So
That's
that
smart.
I'm not in a over emotional state. I'm an Aries. I'm real impulsive, and I will absolutely take the brakes off somebody for the minor inconvenience. So I have to wait 3 days, and I have this whole parameter where I have to ask my spirits, or I decide to do it. I ask my spirits if they say yes. I then wait 3 days, and then if I'm still not sure about it, I go to my elders, and I'll be like, "Hey, this is what's happened. This is what I want to do about it. Is this proper cause? And is this not excessive force?
Yeah.
Or like, is this the right way to go about this?"
Well, I'm a Cancer, so I'm
this
over
is my
loving
little,
and
I don't know if you can
domesticated.
see it. This is my little goddess.
Oh, I love it.
She was a gift from a coven sister.
Look, she has a little
She's a
Got
what?
little frog
She's a
booty.
little booty.
Little booty.
A little booty.
But, you know, I hold it in my hand underneath my pillow, and I just like, talk to her during the night until I fall asleep. And sometimes I wake up and it's like, where she's at? I freak out. Sometimes she's in my hand. So, but I believe in her because she just takes everything away and makes everything better.
Yeah. This is my lady right here.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Morrigan.
Yeah.
The Morrigan's always been my lady.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the weird one again. I sleep with a chicken foot under my pillow.
Well, I have a chicken foot that I wear sometimes,
I
but
don't know if you guys heard my
never put it in any pillow.
So, Nico, will you explain to the audience here and the audience on TikTok why you sleep with chicken foot underneath the pillow?
So I'm a trad witch, and I also operate out of a folk magic system. Chicken's feet in folk magic are used to protect and scratch away evil. They'll also, so if you're prone to nightmares, sleep paralysis, I'm also a psychic medium. I get visited a lot by spirits. And to help prevent and give myself a good night's sleep, I sleep with a chicken foot under my pillow so that they cannot enter my dreams.
You can also take a chicken foot and put it in your yard into like the mud or to the ground for protection for your
Yeah, the
property.
Augie's room.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can also charge and work chicken's feet for other purposes. They can be used to bring treasures, scratch up good things, cleansings, protections, to secure love, money. Keep in mind, think of it this way: it's a little hand. It's going to grab or scratch whatever you want it to, if you work them properly.
So
And
back
no,
to
it's not raw; it's dry.
back to Dante. Let me see. See, witchcraft itself doesn't have a moral system. My rule of thumb is if you can stand in front of Mammy and defend the ritual, no issue throwing.
It's Santissima Muerte is what whom they're talking about. They're a Santissima devotee.
Well, I think the pagan system is your own moral.
Yeah, we're
it's not
instructed.
what society says. It's your own moral. And I think that a lot of that's what makes us truly pagan.
Yeah.
Some systems have their own hospitality rules and things like
True.
that.
True.
In other traditions, like the one I'm in, you literally have to sit down and write out what your morals are. Is one of the lessons that we teach, and you have to submit this to your elders. What are your morals? And it's not like they're not going to judge you for what your morals are, but you need to have a clear line of what you're willing to do and what you won't do.
Yeah.
So what would you say to somebody who's a solitary practitioner? Because most people are. They don't belong to covens.
Yeah, the same thing can apply. The mystery school that I went through for this has both solitary practitioners and coven practitioners. So if that's something that intrigues you, I do urge you to really sit down and look and see where your morals are informed from. What books inspire your morals? Is it based out of like folkloric witchcraft? Are they based out of specific books or traditions? Does your tradition have hospitalities that they require? Like the Greco-Romans have their hospitalities laid out by Hestia. The Norse have the Havamal and their hospitalities, the rules of Ma'at. And then like in modern witchcraft, like your morals may differ. Like some people don't think kids and animals are off table when doing baneful work. I do. I think that's entirely off the label. Absolutely the hell not. And
totally agree.
But there's some practitioners that will absolutely just go throw on people for no damn reason. And I think that's morally reprehensible. Same with love spells. I don't do forced love spells. I'll help you find a partner. I'll help like open your doors to find love, but I'm not gonna force somebody to love you, because that's one of the that's one of the worst things, in my opinion. I would rather put somebody 6 foot under.
Yeah. Well, it's slavery.
Yeah, right.
If you're putting somebody underneath a love spell that doesn't want to be in love,
no artificial love will foster
that person.
It'll wear off at some point, or they'll find out, and then imagine. Yeah, it generally doesn't go well, or they turn into obsession. Like you go from a love spell to an obsession. They're like, I want him obsessed with me. I want him to only love me. And I'm like, you know what obsession looks like, right? Like he's outside your window in a ghillie suit, and like he's trying to break in and like take you with him. And I mean, that might be hot for some of y'all, and I'm not gonna shame you there, but also like that's probably not what you wanted when you said you wanted him to be obsessed with you.
Well, you made them the stalker.
Yeah, they become a stalker, and sometimes that gets really, really crazy.
Yeah, Nico, I totally agree. I totally agree with that, 100%.
Yes.
And like I try to lay it out for him. I'll be like, if this is what you want, this is exactly what's going to happen, and this is the sequence of events around that, and I'm not going to be the one to do it for you.
Right.
Like, I'll open the door. Like, we can invite love to come into your life. Like, we can foster love that's already there with both parties consenting, or like I can help you with glamour work so that you're sweeter to other people and you can draw them in yourself, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna force somebody.
And how, as a witch, would you tell people that you do justice magic and that turn around and do a love spell on somebody?
Yeah,
Really?
it's
How does that work?
my spirits would clap my ass.
So would mine. My
Like,
ancestors would. Being
Yeah.
100% Scottish, it would. Yeah, I got a lot of ancestors. Yeah, it's not cool.
That is for sure. So speaking of ancestors, we're halfway through to Samhain, so yay! Already planning everything out. So
Yep.
I'm pretty excited about that. And we will be in Salem in September, the first week in September.
Really?
Yeah, we will. Well, I'll give you the dates. I don't want to say
Okay.
it live, really, but I'll give you the dates. Hopefully, we will meet up with Lori Bruno. We would
Oh.
love to have dinner with her and take her out for dinner. So
Okay, you and I have to talk.
yeah, I'm trying to do that because two of our students are coming out. Sister's coming out, Amy's coming out, and of course myself. So we'll be flying out there, staying a few days, getting tattoos. So we want to get a mother and daughter tattoo. Amy and I do, and two of my students want to get a coven tattoo,
Yeah.
Sis, are you going to get a tattoo?
I already showed Amy my tattoo. I asked her what she thought. So it's very similar to hers, actually, which is like crazy. You talk about being on the same path here. I mean,
are we getting cauldrons?
no, actually, it's a broom.
Yep, it's a broom.
Oh, okay.
It's very. I mean, literally, I'll have to see if I can pull it up. That's except for the fact that I don't want all the gaga around it. I sent it to her. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it now.
I'm saving up for what I'm supposed to get for my tradition. I have to get a Biden. So the ladies can get a moon, much like what Chrissy has, and the men get a
Bring it closer. There we go. Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Let's see, I don't want all the leaves. Yeah. I just want the broom.
The broom and the
and the moon and the hat. And if I can get it so that I can show you, there's some little stars.
We should get mentioned tattoo.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to what because Amy sent me hers. Because I was vacillating between the ones, and hers is very similar. Oops, let me go back up there. That's Amy's. So it's very similar. Can you see?
Yeah. But we're also going to see Bora. Bora is, the Green Witch, and that's out there. We had a podcast with Bora. Very good, very nice. Catch it if you can. Borah. So we're going to be hanging out with her for a little bit. Probably 5 or 10 minutes. Chit chat, whatever.
And what date is this?
Bora. She is.
No. What date are you coming?
Oh, it's going to be on a Wednesday, I think.
So in September, the first Wednesday in September?
Yes.
Hello.
Because I'm going down to Boston for the 5th of September already. But I'm going to go see Bruno Mars. So I'm going to a concert. But so I didn't know if you were going to be down in Salem at that same time. Because it's a 3.5-hour drive for me.
Yeah, I know. I have to tell you what we will be doing and everything. I'm trying to plan some, big, not really big stuff, but some fun stuff for the 2 coven members that's going with us, with Sister and everything. Well, we are going to go to Haunted Walk. Thomas, who is coming on the 19th for the Satanic Temple, he has a Satanic Walk. I'm hoping that we can get in there. Jonathan, who's coming on Monday for the Ouija board museum, we're going to go visit him. And I'm going to maybe see if we can podcast there, maybe live or something. I do want to set up something with Lori Bruno as well. And I'm not going to set up too much because we have 3 people who's never been there. So we want to kind of like, show them everything. Try to. At least. I mean, you couldn't see the town probably in 2 days, actually. So, and be happy with
Laura,
it.
I put the dates in our side chat. So if you look at the side chat, that way it's not out there in the
private, yeah.
Yeah, in the private
Oh,
chat.
I don't know if I get that. Hold on.
You just
Nope.
go down to the bottom, it says private chat. You should be able to see it.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see.
hey, John, how you doing?
Oh, been better, been worse.
At least you're doing live.
Yeah.
That's it. We have talked about UFOs, what's going on, disclosure with the government and everything. We talk about Jason Hawes with TCH and everything. And we just talk about witchy stuff as well. And, taking comments. We was on TikTok live too as well, and that has ended. So we just chit-chatting around. Anything you want to say? I mean, you've been a witch for a while, and you studied and Christopher Pensack too as well. So what are your views on his studies?
His studies just in general, like
Yeah,
for
just in
witchcraft
general.
and
Yeah.
they're amazing. I mean, he's taking different branches of witchcraft and even different occult practices and found a way to combine them together.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even look at it like a modern day alchemy almost, with general witchcraft and some Wiccan practices added in there, ceremonial magic, shamanism. And by the time you reach high priest or high priestess status, you can teach a coven, run a coven, or do both. Or if there's enough people qualified that meet the requirements, could even open up another branch of the temple.
Yeah, I think that's what Monica did. Her friend Monica, I think she did that.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Sis, do you have anything you want to? I mean, you got you got one of the best teachers here, Laura. Not me, Laura. Is there anything you
Thank
would
you,
like
Chris.
is there anything brownie points? Remember, who's your favorite student?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
No. Chris says he's your favorite. I'm like, no.
Oh.
So,
You both are.
You got anything? You got anything you want to say, Colleen?
Well, I missed the first section of what he said, of who he was. I missed that because I was trying to find the comment and I messed up. So
I'm Silver Dragon Hawk. I'm a priest of the Temple of Witchcraft tradition.
Okay, wonderful.
Took online courses with Christopher Pinchak.
Oh yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how long have you been practicing?
Oh,
It would have to be close to 8, 9.
Over 10 years probably. We met him in Colorado when we was living up there.
Yeah, I did my first self-dedication ritual in 98, 99.
Oh wow. So, yeah.
That was about the same time you did, Chrissy. 97, I think it was.
About 97, yeah. Yeah. Because we we was on before that, but not dedicated. We just
Right.
practice mingle. Don't know what we was doing. We was just having fun. We was just having fun until we met you, and it's like, oh,
Chasing the dog smells,
thank
what I call it.
thank God we met. So,
He came online with me, and then I put the hammer down and said, "Listen, this is your teachings. This is what you need to learn."
yeah. Oh yeah,
Daytime's over.
she was a really good teacher. Well, still is, I should say. You know, I have, we have learned a lot from her. And she has complimented us in so many ways too, which is pretty awesome because when a teacher compliments the students,
Yeah.
you're doing something right.
That's
Oh,
right.
good.
Yeah.
And
Well, I don't
it makes you
teach.
feel good.
I don't teach just one way.
Yeah.
I think that's why I've had so many students,
Mhm.
is because I give them the information out there.
Mhm.
When I give them homework, I want them to do it in the path that they feel comfortable with, to
Yeah.
see what they come up with, to see
Yeah.
what works and what doesn't.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so I don't say, "Hey, I used to be Wiccan. You got to do it this way." I
Right.
don't say, "Hey, I'm a Sturgarian. I do it this way."
Yeah.
I teach all the paths, which is why I call myself a pagan.
And with your teachings though, we take your teachings and add on to
Exactly.
it too. And then we always tell everybody, we tell our students, okay, this is the way we're teaching. However, you take this as a lie. You go out there, you research what you
Mhm.
come back and you tell us, let's discuss it. And
Yep.
I think that's how we just got started in teaching in the community, because we put that persona out there where like we don't know it all.
Exactly.
This is it.
I'm
Go out.
48 years into this. I don't know it all. I will never know it all.
Right.
It's
I
like you
have a
told me one
question.
time. It takes many lifetimes
Yeah.
to
Right.
actually conquer something, conquer
Yeah.
this path.
It's a question for all the teachers here. How do you navigate a situation when you're teaching somebody and the way that you're communicating the lesson or the material, you can't seem to make that connection with the student where they can understand what you're trying to convey to them?
Personally, I would let it go for now and come back to it later, because I'm sure that there'll be something, at least I've run across this a couple of times,
Yeah.
where there's something else that I get into and that helps them to connect with that thing that they weren't connecting with before. I'm very much, and Chrissy can tell you this, I'm very much, the first thing I say to all my students is, put the goddamn books down. Put them down. I don't want to hear that you're reading a book. I don't want to see that you're reading a book. I don't want you quoting an author. That's somebody's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
A book is an opinion.
Right. And there's a story that I want to add on to this. One time, and I don't know how long ago, we've been to Salem so many times. We went to Salem, and I think first we went to Scott Cat's house.
Yeah.
And she was telling us about the books like she just did to everybody out here. And then we went to Salem. We had some cover members with us, and we did just a small little impromptu, ritual in the bay. Feet was touching the water and everything. And we was heavy in the community back then too as well. And well, we kind of started getting heavier, I should say, in the community. And I asked the gods, what is it that I really need in life and everything? Because it's just it, a mother, a daughter, a wife, a teacher, a community leader. What is in this for me? And we went, okay, so when we got back home, a week later, our house caught on fire.
Oh, I remember that.
I know, it destroyed most of our books. And I'm like, Scott Cat did this on purpose. No, she didn't. She didn't. It's just that God was telling me, speak from your heart, speak from your spirit.
Not from the
Don't
books.
That's
speak from,
funny.
don't speak from the book. Speak from your heart and your
Right.
spirit and your soul. That
Yeah.
is the best teaching,
Right.
because when you do that, you are having the goddess and the God speak in you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
And then my second year, if they were with me the second year, then I really push for them to find their own path. So a lot of times they'll bring up things to me that I'm not personally into. And I go, okay, research it, do a paper and present it to me. And
Mhm.
9 times out of 10, I learn something from them.
I love it.
So that emboldens them as well. And, that's I personally, I love teaching that way. I think it really gets people involved. I don't coven purposefully because of it. I just the way I am. So,
well, yeah, I know I think when we probably got our first degree many years ago, I think you said the goddess has big plans for you and Chris.
yes.
And I'm just like, okay, are we going to win the lottery? That's
You did.
my thing. And what happened is a coven was formed, not because we wanted to. We didn't ask for it or anything.
Mhm.
People start coming, co-workers, friends start coming up to us and like, you guys seem so happy, so together, what's your secret? And it's like, there's no secret, we just find a path that was spiritual in depth in us, that we just, makes us happy.
Right.
So we kind of started a coven because, we had more people came and more and more. And one of the students would say, we have a coven. And I'm like, we are not going to teach. We're not teaching a coven. We're just kind of sharing discussions. I was like, no, 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 no. You guys are priests and priestesses, whether you like it or not. Let's do a coven name. And it's like, what the, what the hell, And well, we came up with the coven name, the Coven of the Blessed Lady, because of the goddess whispered the name in my ear, and I'm like, the Blessed Lady, because we was blessed by the lady who gave us this coven, and
Yeah.
it has lasted for over 30 years. With
Blessed be.
it was 3 branches, now it's
Mhm.
2, and I'm so blessed with everybody.
Yeah.
It takes it's a challenge to keep everybody together and everything, but
Yeah.
Nico does an excellent job. I'm really proud of him. He's come a long ways in the probably past 5 years, maybe.
Yeah.
And he would tell you I push him, because I do push him. It's like, yeah, you can do this, bro. You can do this. And so I think he probably hates me more than anything sometimes.
No, not at all.
So,
I'm
but
not against covens at all. I'm not
no.
against coven. For me, however, it won't work. I'm just not there with
It's
it.
not for everybody.
It's
That's why I
not.
like mystery schools a lot. Is
Yeah.
it kind of gets you the best of both worlds. You get access to the
Mhm.
community as you want,
Yeah.
and there's not necessarily a hierarchical structure above you telling you what you can or can't do.
Right.
Mhm.
And that's probably why I have trouble trying to start this thing on social media, because well, I'm almost 66, and so it just isn't
You're
my
so
thing.
young.
Yeah, yes. Like to think so. I go and hug a tree as much as I can. So that works.
Yeah. But medium red, is it anything that you, like I was saying before, and that we kind of got off this topic and everything, but is it anything, because I know that you're not really a new broom, but you're not really an old broom. You're just kind of like a broom right now, I guess. You can
It's a
say.
room. It's in the corner.
Yeah. So is there anything that you would like to know that
Well, you
we,
know what? I
yeah.
was gonna say, if she could explain, I know the difference, but I don't know if the membership knows, but and the people that maybe are not part of a coven or anything. So if you could explain the difference between a Wiccan and a pagan.
Okay. So when it comes to Wiccan, to me, my opinion, it is a formalized following of a Gardnerian type of structure.
Okay.
You know, started with Gerald Gardner. When it comes to me, I follow Native American, I follow folk magic, I follow, Celtic magic, I'm very heavily into Strigaria, which is not Wiccan.
Mm-hmm.
The tenets are different. The philosophy is different. And because I incorporate all those things, I cannot call myself a Wiccan.
Right.
That's why.
Gotcha. And then I've always felt like it's so funny you said that, but I felt like I've been drawn to Hecate and to Morrigan. And those are the two goddesses that I feel like really connected to for some reason.
Oh, you and me, babe. You and me. You and me.
So, I mean, it's like, yeah, and Hecate always shows up constantly for me, and it's really wild. So I take it as that I'm connected
Keep
to
your
somehow.
Morgan and your Hecate stuff different. Keep it separate.
Right.
I'm warning you on that.
Yeah.
They don't want to be together.
No, absolutely. And they're so different in their deities that, that's why it's like,
and they both can be very harsh. So,
right.
Yeah.
But the Morrigan, she's a little more, she's definitely like more I can always say like there's the Morrigan on one shoulder and the Hecate on the other shoulder.
Yikes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think with the Morgan, I'm more into her when it comes into the springtime, summertime, beginning of fall, and then I go into Hecate.
Okay.
When it comes into the darker times.
Right.
I don't know why I feel that way. I just know for me, that's right. So I'll take my Morgan statue that I showed you down and put that away and put Hecate up.
Gotcha.
And then, because I don't want them both in the room together.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I totally get that and totally know that too. I felt that, it's like a very distinct difference between the two of them, and they definitely are.
They're different.
They do not work together.
Yeah. But they're both, they'll battle.
Yeah, correct.
They're very, very heavy about battle.
Right.
But, she, the Morgan, she has three faces, which is to me a little bit different than Hecate. Hecate does too, but they're different. They're not the same, which is why the Morgan draws me in more in spring and summer. And Hecate brings me in more than fall and winter.
More fall and winter.
Yeah.
Interesting. I love that. Very, very interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We got about 10 minutes.
Not for everybody, but that's
you gotta do a class online, or I gotta take Chrissy's class is what I really need to do.
Well, I was teaching classes at Deep Earth Arts. Chrissy met Isaac when she was here, who is the owner. And I was doing some teachings there, and I sold out every class, and which was great. But I'm disabled and I'm 66, and the economy is not great.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this for so long, and I get so many people saying you need to teach online and don't worry about getting money for it. Because as I told Chrissy, I don't want to prostitute my gift.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And so I've had a real struggle with that. But I think if I keep the cost very minimal and just speak what I know to be true for me, which is what I always do.
Right.
Just see where it goes. My whole thing is technology. Yeah, just not.
I used to be so technologically savvy. I mean, I have a brother that's a computer programmer, and I have to tell you that I turned 50 and it went poof out the door. And I'm like, I mean, even like Amy, she wants to help me with TikTok. And I actually, before Chrissy asked me to be on the podcast, I was literally on my computer trying to see how I can get these two to talk to one another to get the app to work and get back into, because I made an account. I just can't get into the account on my phone for some stupid reason.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, and of course you can't talk to somebody to help you with this stuff, in a TikTok or a Facebook realm. There's no human being to talk to. So
Yeah.
I'm with you. Technologically, I'm like,
we need to do something together then.
yes, exactly.
And we can just screw up at the same time.
Perfect.
I do have a TikTok.
Dear.
Mama Cauldron.
Well, I have to serve dinner, so I've got to
Okay.
go.
Yep, we're going to be leaving here in about 5 minutes
Blessings
anyway.
to you all. Love you all very, very
Love
much.
you.
Nice meeting you. Bless
Bye.
you.
Nice meeting you, Laura. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Blessed be.
You too.
Yeah, we
I gotta figure out how to do this.
Oh, I gotcha. There we go. Yeah, we like I said, when I got like a few minutes left here, we kind of went longer than what I expected, but you know what? I think it was having fun.
Yeah.
Lots of good information.
Yeah.
Is this something that the audience want more of? We can probably do this once every 2 or 3 weeks, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Just to lay back and talk, chit chat about the crap, about the paranormal, UFOs, cryptids, vampires, whatever you want to talk about. We're not the best knowledgeable people, but we have been in the craft for a long time. So pick our brains, challenge us. For those who are starting out, new brooms is what I call it. I love that term.
I do too.
So for those who are starting out, and don't know where to actually go to, message us on Within the Cauldron, glow@gmail.com, and we will love to, talk to you, get on your path. Go to our Facebook page, Within the Cauldron, message us. We're pretty much an open book. We also on Discord too as well. So, we don't really hide from anything. We just out in the open. We never been in the broom closet, which is a very interesting topic to talk about maybe next time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because I know since we never been in the broom closet, we had a lot of, I guess you could say, shit happen.
Yeah.
Not just to us, to our kids, family, friends, of course. So that's something I'd like to know if anybody else out there who
has experience,
in the closet had experience. That would be good.
You can have two discussions on that subject. One with others that have, had similar experiences like you that have not been in the closet, and the struggles that people have faced that have been in the closet.
Yeah, and that's one thing I have to realize, because I've been out of the broom closet, never been in. So when somebody says I'm in the broom closet, my first reaction is like, why?
Why? Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, they work in a CPS or something, or can't really tell everybody. With me, even though if I did work for the federal government, I was always out. I was fortunate to keep my job and everything. I never had an HR, disciplinary action or anything about religion or anything. I think because it has to do with your personality too.
Yeah.
A big part. People knows you before and after.
It makes a difference.
Yeah, it's like, I never knew you was a witch.
Right.
And like, yeah. But it's like, well, you don't seem bad or anything,
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you get the occasional friend that's like, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you have moonstones and amethyst and amber and everything. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's why you do this. So, but this is something I think could be really, go deep
Kind of
on.
fun. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now
You,
just witchcraft, other stuff too as well.
Yeah.
you can
I
call it
like
something like Within the Cauldron Tea Time or Tea Talks or something like that.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah, well, that's where we started out. That was a lame name that we had
Oh,
because
yeah.
I just moved back from Colorado and I was missing everybody, and it's like, okay, I need a crowd, I need people, and so it's like, okay, we just come up with this, and so I didn't know what to call it. I was having tea at the moment.
Yeah.
So blaming on my lavender tea. It's all the
Yeah.
lavender.
I do lavender coffee.
Yeah. And I said, but tea talk times. And then Amy changed it to Within the Cauldron, which was the name that the goddess gave her to do. And so we just changed it. So
Sleepy
any
David.
last words? Hey, Reese.
No, I think we're good. Reese's like sleeping. You sleepy?
I'm gonna make dinner too. So it's gonna
Yeah.
be time to
Yeah.
make dinner. Thank you, John, for coming on, even though if you did come on late. I'll have to get together so we can coordinate the next time you could come on so we can get it perfect and everything. But until then, everybody be blessed. Have faith in the gods and, keep that passion within yourself. Keep the light burning in your heart and soul. And you will not go wrong. So until next time, share, like, and subscribe, everybody. Blessings.
Blessings.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
May the Lord and Lady bless you in all that you do.